Hey, Gregor's here. How you going? Oh, listen to that. New one by Camel Fat. Yeah. Don't know who that is. Look them up. Yeah. So what are we doing? We're doing a Project 914, who's sitting outside forlornly under a cover for now, but we're still continuing the work, but doing bits at a time. That's some nice bass right there. So yeah, what's going on? We have, these are the 4 opening panels. So we've got bonnet, boot, 2 doors. Right, so these have been body worked and epoxied, and they've had a few coats of high fill primer on it. And I'm now in the process. I was, depending on the car, on the job, on the price, everything else, you go, right, this now it can be just like have a light block sand, DA it and finish coat it. But because this is a special project and I want it perfect, then I'm going to the next level on it. So that means blocky McBlock face. So if you can use a big block on the panels, that helps them get in straighter without any waves in it. So I've done these doors, right, and the boot. So I'm just onto the bonnet now. So basically it's just a process of diagonal sanding, crisscross. So you go through both ways. A lot of the time you use guide coat, and I will be using guide coat in the final sanding process, but you can actually visually see light from dark. So as soon as the whole bonnet, all the dark's gone, that means she's dead flat, and that's what you want. So I've had to basically mask all the back of the panels because they're all finished inside, all the orange is finished there. So yeah, let's have another quick listen. Yeah, nice. If you can pull a song off that people love with no lyrics at all in it, then you've got something else going on. If people want to just dance to your song because it's got a groove, then that's great. So yes, you can pretty much remain anonymous and just put music out there. And some people would just say, oh, that's just a bit of doof going on and it doesn't mean anything, but I think that just means you're missing the point. Anyway, so yes, the process. This is high fill, so we're going to 180 on that, blocked at 180, and then we switch to 320. Well, I actually tried to get 240, but there's a shortage there's real problems with parts and delivery out there in auto land, and my local supplier, I particularly like this 3M stuff in the finer grades, particularly. I think it's the holes that make the difference. Like I like the Sia for the Sia is perfectly fine for, rougher grades, but once you get up the finer stuff, this is better. So, where was I? Yeah, 320. So to go from 180 to 320 means you've got to give it a really good crosshatch block with the 320 to get all the 180 scratches out. And then actually go to a 240 pad on the Whizzer. So then it's actually getting re-primed. Okay, so all that work, you've got it dead flat, got it nice and smooth, but we're actually going to re-prime it, and it will be the final primer. And we're actually going to put white primer on it. So white is always good to have underneath orange. Having said that, we've got epoxy primer on the inside, and we used orange direct gloss on the insides. and it covered pretty well. Like within 2 coats she was fully covered. But with base coat, sometimes it doesn't have as heavy a build as the direct gloss, so I just want to have it covered. So white primer, and that will be the final primer. So we're going to go over the whole outside of the body in this process, just so that it's spot on, because that's what I'm after. So that's the process. I thought I'd give you a rundown. Yeah, can't wait to actually, be shooting the finish coat on. Like it's, we've got to do the seam seal on that on all the insides and shoot all that colour on the direct gloss. But when you get to these outside, the part that you actually see, we just want it as good as possible for us. So it's not a $1 million operation here, but what we lack in equipment, we make up for in just taking the time to do it right. So we've been getting some really good results in our booth here. Even though it's a home built one, it's actually working really well. The Datsun that we did, it was just come out super clean. So mind you, after this is painted, I'm going to go bonkers on this, right? And it's probably going to be cleared, and then sand the clear, and then re-clear it flow coated, and then sand that again, and before buffing. So like it's just going to be absolute crazy smooth mirror finish. So that's what I want. So and I think the customer will be happy. So that's all for now. Just a small update, and talk to you later.